Welcome back to Marvel Puzzle Quest with me, P.I. McLeod. Day 3253, huh? Ooh. 9 years is coming up. Just gonna leave that there. Before I get into my short one today, because it's really not the biggest vid ever, you guys just saw this, right? A couple of notes. It all deals around the same stuff. You guys know I hoard things. I hoard Taco Vault tokens, but my Savory's gone. Spent it all. I cleared out an entire vault, well, maybe close to an entire vault. Then spent the 1,000 hero points and started spending again. Get all I can out of it, you know. So, starting tomorrow, the 19th, Monday, there's no more Savory Vault. If you have tokens, spend them. It's not that you can't use them, but then they'll only be good for 1 out of 300 chance at anything in the last vault you had for it. So 1 out of 300 chance, and it doesn't ever increase. It's not as good. Take it from me, spend them. You're gonna want to. You'd rather have a chance at pulling 4-star covers and legendary token and have the option of resetting your vault. You know, you can easily make over 1,000 hero points in this vault, like over a couple thousand easily. I think I made, God, I want to say close to like 6,000 hero points out of my tokens I spent, and I only had like a paltry like 450. I know some of you got tons more than that, and even if you have less than that, spend them. It's worth it. Anyways, spicy vault tokens aren't going anywhere. That ain't changed. The Deadpool daily quest changes aren't affecting these. The sweet tokens were affected, but they shouldn't be. Go online, check the forums if you don't believe me, but Marvel Puzzle Quest forums, the official administrators, the powers that be state that you're going to keep all your sweet tokens and they're going to carry over. And there's just going to be one vault now, the sweet taco vault, not the sweet and the savory, just the sweet one. It's going to work as it usually did, okay? But unfortunately, there's been an error. A weird error. An error where we multiply our earnings, but yet don't keep our stash. It's weird. I know it, you know it. If you've played it at all, don't worry, don't fret. I've already checked into it. They say they know. They are working on restoring everyone's sweet tokens that they had. So, just hang tight. You could always like post your concerns on the forums if you want, add your voice to the others. But it is a documented thing. So, that being said, what are we here for today? Really? The fun part? Story. Nope. This. Got to Crash the Titans to do because it's expiring in, I don't know, a couple hours. So, let's get to it. Crash the Titans versus Iron Man 4-star, the Hulkbuster. So, fun fact, when he was introduced to the game, he was one of the first, second characters to have a power where it drains all your AP in a color. Ares was the first that I could think of, at least. Ares with his green, and in this case for Iron Man, it drains all his red and does. You have to have at least 9 to start it off, but it does an amount of damage per red AP, spent. So if you have 20, it's going to spend all 20 of them, and it's going to do that damage per red. The only cap you have for that damage is the fact that we can only hold up to 30 AP of a single color. Add into the fact that his blue is meant to change green tiles into reds. His black does a little damage to himself, kind of sucks in that regard, but just gives you red AP. I think it's like 6 or more. It's a decent amount. You get a good amount of red AP for it. The blue, by the way, besides changing greens to reds, it also gives you a couple projectiles out there. It's not a bad kit altogether, because really it's just all about his big red punch. Just driving your fist into the opponent. And it's scary. If you are looking to use him, you team him with people that can keep the board flush with red or keep you flush with red. You know, like 3-star Cyclops, for instance, or you know, like Magic, how she can use purple to create red. Just things like that. You want to get red somehow into him. Well, unfortunately, we're fighting against him, which means don't let him get red. Of course, if he gets enough black, he'll just make it. If he gets enough blue, he'll change the greens on the board to red. It's a dangerous thing altogether. And it's not easy, because really, all 3 of his colors point right back to a big red punch. I've heard people online, too, say this is a pretty hard one to go through. I guess I'm about ready to learn, huh? We're going to go against him with the Hydra Stomper, Steve Rogers. Hydra Stomper is one of the newest 4-stars to the game. Not new, but pretty darn new. And unfortunately, he's a little lackluster. Let's show you why. His yellow is, pretty nice. Okay? And the fact that his passive right there, Hydra Stomper cannot be stunned. And if Peggy Carter is an ally, neither can she. That's cool, so you can't be stunned. That's neat. Do I have to remind you that the Hulkbuster can't stun? So it's kind of pointless right now in that regard. But for, some yellow, for 8 yellow, I can convert 3 basic tiles of the enemy's team's weakest color to a, friendly projectile. I didn't have it up at 5 because I don't really plan on using it much. I wanted 3 tiles, not 2. That's pretty much where I was going with that. But, I don't know, I might change it again here in just a second. Engine of War is an instant 5 for me, though. It is a passive. It doesn't cost any AP. The first time you make a non-team up match each turn, so in other words, don't match team ups, you destroy 2 friendly and enemy AP in that color. In other words, if you really want to keep him from getting red, you can, but you need to make sure you match the reds to get rid of his red. Okay? Anyways, and create a 2-turn countdown tile that generates 6 AP in that color, so you can get the AP that you just denied him. If the match was made against a villain, which this is not, the countdown tile generates 8 instead. It's pretty good. If I lower it down to 4, it's a 3-turn countdown. Lower it down to 3, it destroys 1 AP. Okay? I don't know if we really care about having this be a 2-turn or 3-turn countdown, but having it go off 1 turn sooner is not a bad thing. Also, it's more board shake. Because if you're creating a tile every turn, and it's going to go off every 2 turns, it means after about 2 turns of play, you should be having 1 countdown remove itself and causing just a hair of board shake each turn, which is nice. An extra match never hurts anyone. Well, hurts the enemy. Anyways, and then Stomp. 10 green. Let's put up to 5 so you can see the full impact. Destroys 9 random enemy basic team tiles. For the rest of the turn, any new black tiles that fall are 2-turn countdown tiles that deal damage. It's supposed to be like the crumbling rubble that falls into their head after you stomp the ground. Anyways, destroyed tiles deal damage but do not gain AP. Putting it down to 4, it destroys 7 random tiles and it does less damage. Bring it down again, destroy 6 and it does less damage. And it's also 3-turn. I think it's pointless at 3. Because look at that. It's only 6 tiles. It's 3-turn countdowns. It's weak damage. I mean, you're getting some minor board shake out of it and stuff, but it's 10 green for that. I'd put it at least at 4, if not at 5. I'm thinking of putting it at 5 and see if I can maybe just shrink this down to 3. I don't think we're going to care about the protection. My reasoning being, if we need to kill him fast. I mean, like, real fast. Because if he gets enough red, 1 big punch, we're done. So, oops. I did not mean to do that. We're going to upgrade this, bring it on down. I don't even know if we want this. I guess if there's not a red match, we could use this to make green. Be a nice thing in our favor. Anyways. So, my thoughts are, match a red when I can to keep his red down through my Engine of War. Match greens when I can to get the stomp up higher. And obviously yellows just to, you know, get my own protection up. But I don't know if I care about those as much. I almost want to match more blacks to keep him from generating AP. You know? Let's see how it goes. Booster off. I hit fight. And we are turning on animations. It is a one-on-one. Ooh boy, may the best mech suit win. Now there's a red right there. Tempted to do it right off the bat. I mean, am I wrong for doing that? There's no green available. So I think we will. See, you get some blue though. I kind of saw that coming and I didn't like it, but what am I gonna do, right? Okay, let's take some green. Let's start the board shake up a bit. There we go. Now, if we see a blue match, we want to take it to limit his blue AP as soon as possible. He's already got some black. I don't see any red for matching. So, but I could take some green right now. How much does that black cost? 11. It'll take a while for him to get there. I think like maybe we should just do this. Maybe we can concentrate. Oh, I didn't even see that red pop up there. Oh well. That's okay. Do I take the blue and limit his blue? That's rough. If I take this blue to the right, it's going to leave him a match 4 in yellow. Not that it really cares that much. Yeah, let's do that. We don't need him having protection. Okay. So we're almost ready to stomp. Let's get rid of this red so we can limit hit. Oh, well, no. He's only down to 1 red already. So maybe not. Maybe I don't need to worry about that right now. After all, I can't use the red. So we have to think about this in different terms. Let's get rid of the black. Because we need, he's climbing up there slowly, but he is. Well, we'll take a match 5 anytime we can, right? Plus it limits that black. I don't need the black, so I can't mind that if that countdown gets destroyed. Should we stomp right now? I think we should. That critical's out there, and if it matches with anything else, it's just and it's obviously easier to match a crit. Oh, hey DC, thanks, man. I appreciate the good luck wishes. Anything that it falls into and matches, which it is easier to match a crit tile. Remember, it's just more cascading options, and that in turn could lead to more of those black countdowns from the stomp power. So here we go. And of course we destroy it. And of course we destroy some of my countdowns. And of course, come on, you can't make this up. Okay, let's get some protection out there. Just because we can, right? And do I match the red? I think we match these reds. I guess I could have left them since I already made my Engine of War tile this turn. Left it for now and then I would have matched it. I didn't think that through. That's my bad. It's okay. Guess we'll take the yellow. I don't see if I'm gonna. I don't see myself leaving him a blue, a red, even a black by doing that. So don't you dare! I knew he was gonna cascade some of those away. Such a shame. I cannot match this green right now. If I match this green, it'll give him a red match. Then he can repulsor punch me, and that's a big no-no. I can match this green though. And now I can match the red to limit him. But let's first get some more protection out there. So we'll just do that. So he's down to 5 red now. We gotta limit his red. That's for sure. So this whole battle seems to be about controlling his AP. He's at 10 black right now, by the way. One more black and he can fire off overdriving. I mean, he hurts himself for 1,500 damage, but he's going to create 6 red, and that's not something we want. And he gets some good strike tiles too. So we can't let him have that. I guess I'll take the blue to limit his blue. We're so close to getting another green fired off. I can't match some of these yellows. Like that yellow to the right means he'll get a red match. This yellow to the left means he'll get a red match. This yellow to the right doesn't guarantee he'll get a red match, but a cascade falling down could leave a red for him to match. So we don't want to necessarily do that, but it's not a bad option, honestly, looking at what to do. If I do this over here, this team up to the right, it won't leave him any reds to match. It will leave him a blue, though. But I'd rather him have a blue in hand than a red. I mean, the blue costs 9, so he wouldn't be there yet. So let's do that. Yikes. Well, now he has the blue. Gee, thanks, game. Okay. I have to match that black, though, don't I? Or that red. Yikes. He's got options now. No. Well, shoot. He needs 9 red to fire that off. But he needs 11 black. So I think I have to match the black, actually. Let the red go. I can't let him do that. Yep, here comes the blue. And he has the red now. Yikes. Not cool. Okay. Let's look at the board, study it, embrace it, become one with it. This isn't things that you can do, by the way. Maybe... Give me a second. Looks like there's like almost a match 5 sitting there if you move something the right way. Although I don't think so, it just looks like it. Let's stomp, see what happens, right? Yeah, there was a match 5. Just happened that way. I don't want my engine award to be purple. Dang it. Oh well. I could use another cascade right now just to see if we can get more black stomp tiles out there, right? Oh, engine of war. Sorry. Engine of war. Wait. Those are both engine of war? I didn't get a single stomp tile out of this. Okay. Well, guess I'll just do that. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. It's not as bad as I thought, but still hurts. Still something you don't want to get hit with multiple times. Just, you know, call it as I see it. Should I go? I guess I'll go with yellow. If I had a black, I'd match it right now, or a green, but neither is there. Okay. I'm thinking we take the green. So then we can stomp again pretty darn soon. Cool. Let's get some more protection. It's a rough fight. He's actually not that far away from me still. This is still anybody's game. Let's get rid of some of his protection out there because honestly that's holding us back. Okay. So now we can stomp again. We don't care about his yellow, really. Like, you know, he could deplete his yellow all we want, but that's not going to do anything for us. Same, he can match that blue, and what he'll get, that 4 of yellow, I'm sorry, I'm saying it the wrong way. He'll get 1 blue and 1 black out of it. Sure, that moves him 1 black closer, 1 blue closer, but he won't be able to fire anything off of that. So I could technically go for something else right now if I wanted. Or I could just take it for myself. It is 1 green and a bunch of yellow. It's not a bad way to go. I'll take it. Oh. Oh, look how red he just lucked into. Okay, well, we're just going to limit some of that right now. Because he does not need more. How much blue does it take? It takes 9 blue. I can't do anything about that right now. That gives me more red AP. I don't really care about it, though. So, I could just match it again and make sure he doesn't get more. You know, like this. Or not. But point is, he isn't going to get it. Never gonna get it. Okay, there you go. Black, so he doesn't get that overdrive up so much sooner. And more protection. Thank you, thank you. If this isn't convincing enough, though, that he's not that strong of a character, because, you know, you realize I have him champed. And he is struggling. The struggle bus is real. This is another time I want to remind you that we have boosts for a reason. You could totally boost your way through this fight. Not moving this blue downward. Yes, I'll make a blue and a purple match, but then those reds from above will fall down and he can match 3 reds. Not exactly ideal. We can match this to the side. There we go. And we're ready to stomp the yard again. Boom. Okay, we're getting there. It's not far off. We just need more of these stomp tiles to come down, which are very reluctant to come down. You know what? Maybe I can force a cascade to work in my favor here. I don't see any black that he's going to gain anything from. No blue he'll gain anything from, or red. So I think I'm safe to do this. Uh-oh. No, okay, 1 black stomp tile fell out of it. Good. He has enough red though, so we're about ready to eat another repulsor punch. And that's not yummy. I do not suggest eating those. And he could potentially match away some of that black up there to ruin my day some more. But I want these blacks to go off because that's more damage, so I don't want to ruin them. Conundrums, you know. What if I did this and prayed a red fell? And it did. But it didn't. Ah, that's right, I already had my engine created. It's okay. Yikes, he's got enough black. Hey, I had a stomp actually go off in my favor. It's crazy. Okay. I don't see myself matching a black to reduce his black AP right now. I see myself only being able to do so much, so I'm going to reduce his blue. There's his overdrive. 2 decent strikes. He hurt himself a lot, though, so this might be just what we needed. He hurt himself a bunch, but we can hurt more. Beautiful. Okay, so Hydra Stomper wins, but honestly, you know, if I had to say it was human player versus human player, I think Hulkbuster would win that fight more often than not. It would take a very unlucky board to keep the Hulkbuster from winning that, because you have half the colors give you your red you need in one way, shape, or another. So that's where my money would be at. But this time, Hulk Stomper or Hydra Stomper, whatever, wins the day. And that's it. That is the Hydra Stompers Crash of the Titans. Tomorrow should be interesting. we are going into not only the in-between seasons. You can tell by, the fact that the special offer is here and up. If you weren't looking at the verses, it's not a season, so it's starting in mere minutes for me. And then beyond that, the Savory Vault will be no more. Will be all Sweet Vault from here on out starting tomorrow. So spend your Savory tokens, get on it, and good luck to you in your polls. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Later, y'all. Later, DC.